Listen up or run for cover. Dropping knowledge from the people who have it to the people who need it. The real Bradley is dropping bombs.
What it is, Brad Lee back again with another episode of Dropping Bombs. Today in the studio, I got a 29-year-old badass you may have heard of, Alex Morton. What's cracking?
What's up, man? I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited that you're here. A lot of freaking bombs I have a feeling are going to be dropped, but I don't know if you've ever listened to the podcast. It's pretty simple, man. We're just going to sit here, shoot the shit, talk about things that have happened that we've witnessed. Maybe I've got a solution or you've seen one or you've got one. The bomb squad that listens, man, just picks up these little nuggets, applies them in their own life, and next thing you know, blows the shit out of some sort of obstacle or challenge that was going on. You dig?
I love it. I love it. Let's drop the bombs and help the people.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I sound the same. Like, I don't know if my dials have been messed with by the previous guest in my studio. But, you know, at least I can hear it. So, dude, you're 29 years old. You killed it, I guess, in MLM before. You're like the number one millennial money earner in MLM.
I think so, yeah. Number one millennial in the world.
And, now you got health shit coming down the pipe.
Yeah, well, I figured out that, you know, you can have all the money in the world, but the second your health goes south, you know, all of a sudden that's the most important thing, because without your health, I mean,
1,000%.
you gotta be healthy. You gotta get fit.
What the fuck was that, dude? Dude, someone's messing with my sound effects. They just went nuclear bomb. Now they loaded a nuclear bomb in there. Check this out.
I'll wake your ass up in the morning.
Oh, well. Listen, hey, I agree with you 1,000% because everything I say is, look, health is your number one priority. Above family, people say, what about family? What about God? Dude, health should be your number one priority. Because if you're nauseous, laying in bed, can't do anything, got some terminal problem, you can have all the money in the world, don't mean jack. But if you've got your health, well, then now you can go make money. You don't need money over health. You need health. I agree with 1,000%. So the number one millennial in the world,
in
nobody's
network
ever
marketing,
made more.
in income. Yeah, I mean, right now, currently, number one. And I'm a humble dude. I'm from Ohio. I mean, I don't go around talking about my income and, this, that, and the other. But,
You're from Ohio?
Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, small town. Bexley, Ohio. And, growing up, I wanted to get rich. I think one of the problems that people have is that people feel bad about wanting to get rich. Like my generation, they grew up in households where, if you talked about money, you got, slapped or go to your room, because a lot of people, they didn't grow up with, any money. So one of my big things is to help not just young people, but all types of people be okay with the idea of the desire to have wealth, the desire to have time and money freedom, because a lot of people were told growing up to be happy with what you have, eat all the food on your plate. And it's like this scarcity mindset, which is bullshit.
Total.
And I was grateful. I'm grateful to be, raised by entrepreneurial parents that taught me. My mom worked for Tony Robbins way back in the day. My dad was an entrepreneur, and I was just taught these different ideas and mindsets of you can be whoever you want to become, and don't let a test score or a grade, hit you too hard, and anything is possible. The idea that anything is possible, and I internalized that. And when I grew up, I got into the real estate at a young age, and then network marketing.
Do you have any degrees?
I did. I went to Arizona State.
Dude, I've got 3 MBAs, 2 PhDs.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they work here. I'll introduce them when we're done.
Did you go to college?
No.
No, not at all.
Dropped out of high school.
Well, I went to ASU. ASU's nickname is Spring Break University.
Yeah.
So I went there and studied female anatomy and tequila.
Yeah.
But I also learned around, I learned about people, how to deal with people.
Did you fail or pass?
No, I passed. Flying colors.
Yeah.
But my mom's big thing was, she always talked about how my grandparents came from Armenia, from a genocide, like literally like burning down their villages and murdering people and raping their kids. And like one of her dreams was to have her kids be educated, So there was a big thing about just graduate, because my mom went to Pepperdine University, master's degree. My dad dropped out of Oklahoma and became a millionaire. So I kind of grew up with like both sides. And my dad always sided with my mom and just said, just finish school. So I majored in communications which is what like James Harden and all the athletes were taking. It was very easy. And by senior year, I was making enough money. I was hiring my friends to take online courses so I could build my business. And they'd be taking chemistry and biology and, you know, intro to Beatles online and all this stuff. So I got creative in college and I graduated. So it was good. Made my mom happy, you know?
Were you loaded? Were your parents loaded?
No.
Did
Loaded.
Did they give you shit? See,
middle class. No, middle class. So I didn't grow up eating out of trash cans.
Yeah, but here's another myth. Because again, believe me, I'll bust you if I don't agree with what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with everything so far. Here's one thing that a lot of people talk about, you know. Yeah, but he had a silver spoon, you know. Yeah, but his parents gave him everything. First of all, half the time that's bullshit. Mm-hmm. Secondly, who gives a shit? I wish my fucking parents gave me everything. That doesn't make me a bad dude.
Right. We were middle class. I mean, there was.
I know, but there's some honor in the world where, like, if you didn't frickin' live in a tent and bust your way all the way to the top, you're a douche. If your dad gave you $1 million to start, you're a frickin' douche. That's not true.
Yeah, and it is what it is. You know,
but it's not true, dude.
Right.
Give me $1 million to start, and I would have been farther ahead than I am.
Right.
People say that's not true. You would have wasted it. See, again, that's being taught wrong. See, most people don't understand. Too many people are out there trying to learn something, when in reality, a lot more people would succeed if they figured out what to unlearn. It's what they've already learned that's the problem.
Yeah.
And they're thinking, man, what do I need to learn? What am I missing? It's not what you're missing. It's what you've already got.
And you got to get that shit out of your head.
You got to unlearn that shit.
You know,
money's evil. No, it isn't. Money makes everything better. I don't care what anyone says. I just posted it the other day. I'm like, look, quit bitching about money. I've never met anyone with money bitch about it. And someone, of course, made a comment on my post and it said, well, my aunt had millions and she had cancer and was miserable. And I said, dude, she would have been fucking miserable without money too. Mm-hmm. Like the money isn't what made her miserable. In fact, the money probably got her better health care, probably could afford some of the cannabis treatment she was exposed to. Mm-hmm. Like money makes healthcare better. Doesn't mean it's not an answer to everything. But why are so many people like that? They're taught to believe money is a problem.
It's an easy way out. It's a cop out. It's just a cop out. And I tell people money magnifies who you already are. Because you can be, you know, if you're a bad person, if you're a broke bad person, when you get rich, you're still probably going to be a bad person, egotistical,
for sure, screw
people. And then if you're a good person with a nice heart and you want to go help people and donate to charity and build foundations, when you're making $1 million a year, $1 million a month, you're going to go help more people. So I just think it magnifies who you already are.
Sure.
That's it.
Doesn't change it.
Money has not changed me, you know? Yeah. And I was middle class. So we had three sections in Bexley, Ohio. South Bexley was like the poorer people. Middle class was Central. That's where we were. And then North Bexley were, you know, the big homes. And my mom drove an Aurora car. My dad drove a 98 Ford Expedition. So it wasn't like extreme wealth, but I also wasn't having to go hunt, you know, for dinner.
Yeah.
Every night. But there was another interesting thing where, because I saw my parents be successful, there were pressures on me to like raise the family bar, because I was like, I got to do better than them, because I think a lot of parents want to see their kids flourish.
What about brothers and sisters?
And become successful. I got a little sister who's doing great. She actually works at Diamond Resorts timeshare out here. She's 25, making like 150 grand this year, which is insane.
Crazy.
You know?
Timeshare?
5 foot tall, just powerhouse.
She's selling?
Managing, selling. She manages like 45-year-old dudes.
Yeah. Well, that's a good business. Like if I didn't start Lightspeed and I was like just slinging houses or cars or something, I think timeshare is the deal.
Yeah.
Buddy of mine makes killer money in timeshare, and he said he works 9 to 3.
Yeah. I mean, you go in, you close the deals, you go home.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And she does that for old Quebec or
Diamond Resorts. I think they're if they're not number 1, they're like number 2. They got resorts all over the planet, and it's like good products. Like I've seen this stuff. It's really for middle class. You know, the family that's making $40,000 to $75,000 a year. It helps them take more vacations, and it creates more family memories, and you know.
So you were average. You had a little help. You know, you weren't poor. You were comfortable, but not like
that's a good word.
Yeah. So, and again, when growing up, my dad went from working in a mill, barely could afford us, little entrepreneurial, and then right back down because he got sued and, went back down to shit and gave up. But so I kind of felt a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I think it's good for experience. But let's say you graduated high school or whatever the case may be and went off to college. You're a normal kid, right?
In the dorms, normal kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when did you recognize an opportunity?
At 18, freshman year, $1 Million Listing came out, the real estate show.
Yeah.
My mom called me. She's like, hey, there's these young guys. They look like you. They're driving nice cars, selling real estate in L.A. I think you should do real estate. So I watched the show. Literally the next day, I didn't have a car. I took a cab to the real estate school. And I walk in. There's a lady at the front desk. And she's like, how old are you? I said, 18. And she said, well, everyone in the real estate school is like 35 and 45, and you're too young. You should finish school and then come back and see us. And I said, well, I Googled you guys, and if you're 18, you can apply for your, real estate license. So I applied that day. I failed the exam literally 13 different times. I just could not pass this damn thing, but I passed it, and I got involved at 18, and I would take the listings the big agents didn't want. And by the time they closed one big deal, I'd close like 10 small deals. I made more money than them. So I went crazy on Facebook and Instagram. I go into parties with flyers. I had some of my good girlfriends wearing Alex Morton Realty. It wasn't even a real company.
You said good girlfriends as opposed to the bad ones?
Yeah, no, good girlfriends.
What would you do with the bad ones?
Kick them out. They weren't allowed to wear the T-shirts. So I had all these hot girls running around with Alex Morton Realty, which was a made-up company, legit, with my cell phone on the back. And I would be taking calls. I hired an assistant. Her name's Taryn, and I ran a friggin' real estate. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I don't know if it was illegal taking people's listings and then like reposting them, but back in the day, you could just do whatever you wanted. But I was making good. I mean, 2-3 G's a month at 18, 19. I thought I was rich.
Well, it sounds like you instantly adopted social media and you were a promoter.
Yeah. Big time.
Because you got shirts, like, dude, see,
shirts, flyers, posters.
Yeah, but that's marketing. That's promoting. That's freaking what it takes. There's people right now with great services, great businesses, but nobody knows who they are, and they're wondering how do they get to the next level. And then someone would walk in there and say, well, here, pay me a couple $1,000 a month, and I'll show you how to market. And they're like, oh, screw you. I need to make money, not spend it.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
And today, you got to spend money to make money. Yeah. I didn't have any money, and I would get a commission check for like $875, and I would take $600 of that and go buy marketing materials, go buy printing T-shirts and the whole deal. And I became like, we called it I was the rental king of Arizona State. 80,000 students. What
was everybody else saying about you?
A lot of people were like, "What are you doing? You're wasting your time. Like, why are you trying to make money?" I was always different, growing up. I remember I got kicked out of my chemistry class sophomore year of high school. I had my dad gave me Donald Trump's book, Think Big and Kick Ass. And I put it in my chemistry textbook, and Miss Blanchard saw it, took the book, sent me to the principal's office. So I kind of got exposed to Rich Dad, Poor Dad, 7th, 8th grade. And I just got obsessed with like making money. Remember the show Entourage on HBO?
Sure.
So I see this at 16. That's when it really started. At 16, I watched the show.
Dude, it seems like that show was yesterday.
I know.
You're talking about with freaking Turtle.
Over 10... Vinny, Turtle. So I'm sitting there with all my...
It seems like it was like yesterday. Yeah. That was a great show.
So I'm sitting there with my like best friends in Bexley, Ohio. It's snowing outside watching HBO. And I'm like, dude, that lifestyle looks insane. And, all my friends, we're still friends to this day that I do. But that, you got to be an actor. You got to be some Hollywood superstar, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm like, travel the world with your best friends, hot girls, party, go to France, go to Barcelona.
Freedom.
And I'm like, dude, I fell in love with the idea of that. And I'm a big, I don't know about you, but I'm a big believer in like law of attraction.
Huge.
I am. Okay. So I feel like I attracted the mentors and the people and the opportunities and eventually network marketing to give me, what I wanted so bad. Cause I got obsessed with that idea of traveling the world with my best friends, making a ton of money, having fun, total freedom. No one could tell me anything. I just do whatever the hell I want, whenever I wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Think and Grow Rich, The Secret, all of that law of attraction shit. People always think that's hocus pocus. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I know. I mean, I did it for this place. Yep. I do it for clients. I do it for my wife. Like my wife one day, my last wife, I said, you know what I want? I want a girl just like this. I even said something about her brother. I said her brother can't have the ability to kick my ass. Like, I hate that when, like, you know, the big brother of your girl can literally punk you in front of your girl. I hate that. Used to happen when I was little, man. I'm like, fuck that, dude. I want this girl, this girl, this girl. And I want a small family. I don't like the big, huge families where you got to go to 17 Christmases and all. I just explained exactly what I wanted. Boom. Got her.
It works.
Next thing you know, I'm meeting this girl. And I didn't really know it was her until later. But I thought, this is exactly what I described. Exactly. It's what I wanted. It's what I believed was coming. And I had to believe that it was coming. But too many people think it doesn't work because they get the think and grow rich confused. You know, law of attraction. They think all they have to do is think it. Well, no, you have to think it and believe it and literally start acting as if.
Yep, huge.
And then what happens is people start leaving your life and entering your life, and you're now more prone to the opportunities and recognize, and you make better choices. And next thing you know, they don't realize it, I think, but you steer towards those things. And then everyone thinks, oh, it's a miracle. It was law of attraction. No, that is what they're calling it. But I think it's your mind. I think your mind can do anything it wants to do. And it will cause you to make the choices and decisions that lead you to where it is you go. And it's your perspective, because if I'm heading, let's say my goal is to be the #1 millennial network marketer in the world, and you know, something happens and I quit. Well, I never made my goal. See, that shit doesn't work. No, it was working just fine.
You quit.
Yeah, you quit, or your perspective was off. I mean, you can look at two different things. You ever hear about the kid playing in the horse shit and then the other kid crying because he's in a pile of horse shit? And they couldn't figure out why the kid was laughing and why this kid was crying. Well, they take him out and they're like, what are you crying about? And he says, what are you talking about? I'm in a room full of shit. You put me in a room full of shit. And so they went to the next kid and they're like, what are you laughing about? And the kid said, well, with all this shit, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere. So he's looking for a pony.
Yeah. Perception, perspective, total.
Mindset.
Totally.
How important do you think that
and I
is?
teach that. I mean, that's.
But did you have it? How did you get it? Was it your parents?
The upbringing was big, yeah. And I give a lot of credit to my parents because, you know, especially my mom, it was always just, you know, if you believe it and you dream it and you think it and you work for it, you can achieve it. And it sounds like hocus pocus, but it's not, like you just said.
Yeah, but you can't replicate upbringing. It's too late for people. What if I'm sitting there, I'm a 38-year-old asshole, drinking, depressed because, well, fuck this Alex kid. Bastard had everything handed to him, which is what they're doing. Rather than focused on themselves. Like, what am I not doing is what you should be thinking about. Like, quit worrying about other people winning. Start congratulating other people winning. Because, again, if I hate you because you're winning, I think I'm telling the universe. Andy Frisella was saying it the other day. You listen to Andy's show? Dude, he was saying, I'm like, dude, I wanted to call him. Like, dude, that's exactly my point. If you hate other people winning, you're telling the universe that you hate winning.
You're blocking your own blessing.
And not only that, but I'm thinking, this guy's winning. Fucking, I hate that. You're telling the universe subconsciously, I hate winning. I hate winners.
Yeah, you're supposed to celebrate people.
Which, by the way, makes the opportunities start shutting down because the universe says, oh, this little feller doesn't like winning. So let me not produce winning opportunities. What do you like? Oh, this guy's a dick. Next thing you know, you got dick waving in your face.
Yep.
You don't want dick waving in your face. But seriously, it's too late now. You're saying, hey, my parents, which is good.
It started with the parents.
But what
it started with their parents.
But what if I'm 38? My parents already fucked me up. My parents already didn't provide that. How does a person that's mentally blocked
Well, they got to still want it.
I know, but everybody wants it, dude. Nobody's out there not wanting to be successful. Nobody not wants to be in a position of freedom. They just don't know how to do it, dude. And when they hear these gurus talking, most of the gurus will say, dude, you just got to do it. Dude, you just got to want it. And everybody's thinking, fuck you, dude. I want it bad. But yet they can't find it. Now,
you got to get the right information. Yeah. You got to get around environments.
But what do you think, how important do you think, what do you think of 38 to 100 years old, doesn't matter age, they're sitting at home, depressed. They didn't get the right upbringing. They got the wrong perspective. How do you start to change your perspective?
They got to know it. They got to know it's not too late. Number one, and number two, they got to go find the right information.
See, I'd be dropping bombs, but I don't want to hear this.
information changes situations, right? That sounds really good.
Dude, it's still going. It's
I like that.
somebody nucleared
I like
my
that.
bomb button.
I like that. They do have to want it, but they got to go out and find the right information, whether that's a virtual mentor on YouTube or Lightspeed or something like that, or go to an event, go to a free seminar, something somehow. My biggest thing is go find whatever you want, right? You want to go become $1 million real estate agent, you want to go become
That's what they should do first is pick what you want.
Pick what you want.
Because most people can't even figure out what they want.
Right, you got to know what you want. What do you want? Why do you want it? And then go find someone that's already done it. That's all I did in network marketing. At 21, I got on YouTube and I'm like, yo, who's the richest people in this damn industry? I found the people. I would watch them. I would write down word by word. Whatever jokes they were using, I'd go use it the next night. Whatever closing they would use, I'd go use it the next night. But my mentality was if it took somebody 8 years to get to $100,000 a month, my thought process was I'm going to do it in half the time because I'm going to double the work.
Yeah, but what about your boy? He says have patience.
I take the patience thing, and I call it having aggressive patience. So I say, this is what I say. You got to be patient on the long-term goal. Like I want $100 million.
Do you know the definition of patience?
Not the Webster's definition of patience.
Well,
I would say
who else definition is
being patient. I would say just, being able to wait.
Nope. Definition of patience, which by the way, definitions are the meanings of the word. So it can't be like, well, by that definition. No, by any definition, patience means that you have the ability to experience delay, challenge, pain, and suffering.
I don't like that at all.
Without being upset.
Yeah,
that's the ability you want to have if you want patience.
So you're not a fan of patience then?
No, and the dude that said we were talking about earlier, I'm gonna eventually be sitting on a plane next to him or something. I'm gonna ask him what he means because I think what he means is what I would agree, which is patience to me when he says you gotta have patience. I think what he means is you have to realize shit takes time.
Right.
Nothing happens overnight. I agree. You need to be patient. No, what I think he's trying to say, which I agree with, is, dude, you need to relax and things take time. Be aware of that.
Yeah, you can't be broke today and say I'm gonna make $1 million a month in 60 days. No, you have to have.
But here's what I don't like when people say take patience, because most people think patience is what you just said, and that's the problem because you don't want patience. Patience can kill you. I've got a chapter in my book about where patience almost killed me, and ironically, patience almost killed my son. You got to get the book, but patience will kill you, and I can prove it. And then I'm going by definition. If you really want something, and you were just touching on it, you don't have patience, man. You increase your activity.
Right.
You increase your urgency. You go harder, faster, stronger, longer. You don't just have patience and sit back and think, you know what? Things take time.
No, that's called laziness.
Yeah. Well, it's called patience.
Yeah. Well,
By
I'm with
the
you
wrong
on that.
definition.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And that's what I did. I mean, if they're like, yo, do one meeting every other day, I'm like, I'm gonna do 3.
Yep.
Every single day.
Then you didn't use patience.
No.
Yeah, you
That's
did
why
the
I say
opposite, which, by the way, there's proof that it works.
You got to work.
You do the opposite of patience,
You can
folks.
read every book and listen to every audio, listen to this podcast every damn day, but if you're not going to get up early and go grind and hustle and work your ass off, it's not. I mean, I know I'm sitting here today because I've worked incredibly hard for the last almost 8 years, 75 countries, sacrificed a lot of stuff to be sitting here right now. So I tell everybody, it's like, dude, you got to work no matter what. Door-to-door, solar, selling Kirby vacuums, whatever it is you're doing, you have to go. I believe in it. Like some people say, well, don't work hard, you got to work smart. I think you can work smart, but you also have to work your ass off. Last October, we were in 16 countries in Europe. I saw 4 a.m. every single day for like 10 days in a row, working, doing events, speaking in front of thousands of people, and we got good results.
What do you think about like the word hard work too? Because I think people get discouraged when they think, like when you say you just made it sound difficult. Like to me, that's not even work.
It's fun.
Work, yeah, me too. So working, flying here and flying there and talking here and talking there and doing this podcast and that TV show and
it's
recruiting
enjoyable.
this person. Yeah, that's not really work.
No.
I mean, to me, work is when you get home, you're beat, like your back hurts, you got blisters on your hands,
manual labor,
blue collar manual labor shit. That's not what we're talking about.
Right.
Work means time. You need to invest some time Is that what you mean? Because when I hear work, I guarantee there's people thinking, dude, I work hard enough. And it's just twisting their mindset. Don't think work, folks. When he says work, he means put in the time.
Yeah, you got to put in the time, energy, effort, and you got to be willing to sacrifice some stuff, you know, in the earlier years. I remember so many birthdays where I was, quote, you know, working / putting in the time because I knew eventually the end result, the
Are you
reward.
working right now?
See, I don't work ever because I enjoy. Like last night we were
So you put in no work then?
You could say that. It's all fun to me. You know, when we woke up
See,
in Miami,
that's my point.
we were in Miami yesterday. Then we were in Sacramento also yesterday. We're here with you in Vegas, and I'm going to LA in, you know, 75 minutes to do the same thing tonight. It's like it's fun to me.
Yeah, I don't consider this work either.
Of course not.
I don't even consider my work.
Well, that's a bomb right there. I mean, I believe you should have some sort of enjoyment with what it is you're doing. I think life's
1,000%.
way too short.
And if you didn't, you wouldn't be where you are today?
If you don't love what you're doing, you're going to burn out. Because people used to tell me when I was 22, 23, going so hard and so crazy, Alex is going to burn out. It's not duplicatable. He'll have a 2-year run and be done. And I'm like, dude, it's 9 years later, and I'm still going just as hard today as a multimillionaire than when I was living in a dorm room eating ramen noodles and, you know, Taco Bell for dinner. I still have the same work ethic because I enjoy it.
So tell me about this health deal. What's going on with the health deal?
The health deal's simple. I mean, I was 217 pounds. I was fat.
How tall are you?
As shit. 5'9".
Damn.
Dude, I was fat. I got a before and after picture on the site. Dude.
Back of your neck looked like a pack of hot dogs.
You go to AlexMortonHealth.com. You see a picture of me just fat, dude. So I eventually stood on the scale and I'm like, yo, there's a problem here. Like 5'9", 217. I don't care if I'm making money. Like I can't sell a dream, looking like a nightmare, all these things. And I just got so disgusted. Like Jim Rohn said, the first step to change is getting thoroughly disgusted and pissed off.
Yeah, I like that. Can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. Is that yours? Did you hear that somewhere?
I heard it from somebody.
That's good. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I mean, no one's original anymore.
Bullshit. I got a lot of original
Yeah?
ones. Yeah, you want to hear one?
Yeah, give me one.
Okay.
Drop a bomb.
Shit,
drop a nuclear
I can't
bomb.
because someone dicked with my controls. I let people use my studio sometimes because they want to do podcasts. I'm like, sure, go ahead. I don't care. We're going to have a conversation with
don't touch
changing
the controls.
So yeah, I like original shit. Now it's based on shit that you learn, which is never original. So it's not original.
It's always so much information.
Well, here it is. Here's one good one that I always like. For example, listen with your eyes and you'll see all you need to hear. You'll never hear that again. And if I've
never heard that.
That's me.
That's good.
Listen with your eyes. You'll see all you need to hear. What does that mean to you?
Listen one more time.
Listen with your eyes, and you'll see all you need to hear.
Watching people's actions.
That's right. Actions speak louder than words.
That's one of my things.
So it's just a different...
Watch people's feet, not their mouth. Yeah, I love that.
It's just an original
I actually love that.
twist.
I'm going to use that tonight in L.A.
Go ahead.
I'll give you the credit.
Hey, go ahead. Listen, you know what? Someone said the other day, oh, that's so-and-so's. I said, bullshit. I started that. I started this one. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice.
Yep. Agree.
I've seen people post that shit. And I'm like, I started that. Now, again, I don't even want to mention his name, but this guy, it's in his book, he says. I showed him that whoever helped him ghostwrite his book got it from my freaking tweet 3 years before his fucking book came out. You know who I'm talking about? Anyway, his name's, I don't want to say his name, but it's Jeffrey Gittimer. Anyway, so I said, this is an original. I said, because everybody always tells you, save your money for a rainy day. And I always say, why save your money for a rainy day? My advice is to follow the sun. Like, why am I saving for some gloomy shit that's coming?
Yeah.
Just don't have any gloomy shit coming.
And if you think gloomy shit's coming, then it's going to show up.
I follow the sun. That was my advice. Instead of saving for a rainy day, follow the sun. That's in his book with his name on it. He got that from reading my
You should sue him. Maybe
reading
you should sue
Twitter.
him.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like, dude, I collaborate with people. I give people thoughts, ideas all day long. Grant Cardone, you're familiar with Grant. You're going to go speak at 10X3. I told him to start 10X. Ask him next time you talk to him. Say, hey, how'd you ever think of this 10X thing? If he's telling you the truth, you know what he's going to say? Brad Lee. Because he was bitching about something or another that he was pissed off about. He wasn't bitching because he doesn't bitch. He was just mentioning it. And I said, bro, if I had your money, I'd do my own event. Like I just put on my own thing.
Yeah, genius.
Yeah, and like 2 weeks later, him and Jared called me and they're like, dude, we're doing 10X, dog. And I'm like, fucking great. He goes, you're speaking there. I'm like, cool. So I wasn't mad. I'm not upset. Like fucking good for him. You know why? Because I celebrate
And that energy
success.
That energy returns home.
Yeah, so if you want to take my shit and make it yours, go ahead. Come on, man. That's my deal. Everyone, when I say come on, man, everyone says, oh, you sound like Grant. No, dude, I started that shit. But now Grant's known for it. Good. Fucking Grant can have it. I got more. You see, when you're the fucking idea factory, you don't need to worry about who's taking your shit. I can manufacture
anyway. It's just compliments anyway.
I can manufacture more. I'm an idea manufacturer. I come up with so many ideas, you can have them if you really want them. Because guess what? I ain't doing nothing with them. And besides that, if you can make my shit famous, cool.
Just helps you.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's abundance. I think it's called abundance mindset.
Yeah, abundance mentality, yeah.
Yeah, most people are thinking, fuck you, dude. That's my shit. Well, that's scarcity. If you go make it famous, people aren't going to like me.
Yeah, it's
what
stupid.
The fuck's that got to do with you?
There's enough money in this universe for everybody to get rich.
And there's enough attention. So all you got to do is figure out a way to get it. And if I was going to go get that so good, guess what? It'd already be out there. And anyone that knows me would know that you got it from me. So that's all I need. You're free to use it now. Copyright free. I wrote our own employee manual here. And at the bottom, it says, feel free to freaking, use this as you see fit. It's not copyrighted. It's just protected. See the difference? So anyway, I know you got a roll, bro. Where are you heading?
LA tonight, and then San Diego, Tijuana, Mexico, Seattle, Washington, El Paso, Texas, Dallas, Texas,
What are you
Atlanta,
doing all
Georgia,
over?
Miami, Florida.
Bunch of talks?
Teaching people how to get what they want out of life. I mean, that's my thing. I'm involved in network marketing, teaching financial education, but my thing is I learned specific information that's allowed me to make, millions and millions of dollars at a young age, and my like purpose is to go teach this stuff
Well, you need a VT.
to as many people as possible. I know you're talking about that.
Yeah, and I guarantee I'll close you on one way or the other. So the question is where will it be if you had a VT? Where would they go find it?
I mean, all my social media handles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instagram, Alex Morton Mindset. Facebook, Alex Morton.
Yeah, so guys, check this dude out. You ain't got a book yet?
I got a book, Dorm Room to Millionaire. So I made my first $1 million, and I'm like, dude, my big thing is like, yes, like I do things for money. Like people that say I don't do it for money, I think it's just stupidity. Yeah. So I do things for money.
Oh, that was you. See, this is how I know it was dicked with. You know why? This is my microphone, and I just turned him off. Say that again.
No, I do work for money. I do things for money. Money is a good thing. Again, like we were talking, it's stupid to think money is the root of all evil, because I've had no money, and that was a lot more evil than, being rich. But my like purpose is to go teach this stuff, because so many people grew up in households. They had teachers, professors, coaches that don't understand how to create wealth. They don't understand laws of attraction. They don't understand laws of the universe. I'm super big on, thoughts, feelings, actions, results, reverse engineering what you want, and it's worked. I mean, this shit works.
Yeah, but here's what's crazy. I know people that will tell you it doesn't work.
Well, they're morons.
No, it's proof that it works. Because if you think it works, because I know a lot of people that think it works, so it fucking works. And then if you think it doesn't work, which is proof it fucking works.
Yeah, I mean, anyone in the music industry. I mean, you got guys like Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather in boxing and fighting. You got Beyonce. You got Drake.
You got
Diddy.
Brad Lee, dude. Brad Lee's co-signing for your ass.
This shit works. Law of attraction is real, but it's not taught in any business school. It's not taught unless mom and dad are multimillionaires. You've never been taught how to make money. You have no financial literacy.
Yeah, you just think you do. And you know what it is? Wrong. You need to unlearn it.
Yeah.
Money makes you evil. No one's going to like you.
You got to unlearn.
Save it. Save it all. Save it all. Dude, dude. If you don't spend money, it's worthless. If I give you $30 million right now, you can't touch it, but there it is. Mm-hmm. What good is it?
You have to deploy it. And money's energy also.
You have to use it.
And it's got wings. It will fly away if you don't use it.
Have you ever been taught to save your money? I grew up with save your money. Save your money. So I saved money. Well, guess what? I was restricting my growth money is meant to be used to get more money,
Right.
which is meant to be used to get more money, which is meant to be used to get more money. But most people don't know that. What they think is money is used to get what I need. No, that's not true. Money is not used to get what you need. Money is used to get more money.
Right.
And
And if you can't afford something, it's a cash flow problem.
Yeah, but you end up with everything you need when you got a lot of money, and that's the key.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
your parents,
Yeah.
I think your parents kind of gave you a blessing on the way, as you admit. My parents, unfortunately, didn't give me the good information, but what they did do on accident was taught me to survive and figure it out on my own.
And I saw work ethic at a very young age too. So to me, it's like normal to work, even though we don't call it work. It's just
put in
putting in time, 12 hours a day. To me, it's not. It's fun. Like if I wasn't, like I've tried to take vacations before. I've gone to Cabo. By day 2, I'm like, dude, I got to go do so. I can't just sit up my ass on a beach and drink margaritas for 8 hours a day.
See, give you another 10, 20. You will be able to. Like I'm
We'll
getting
see.
ready to do that, and people say, "Oh, you're gonna hate it." No, I won't, dude.
It's fun for a little bit.
No, it's fun forever. At the end of the day, I don't believe. Now again, you're 29. Shit,
29.
I'm fucking 49. So trust me, you'll get to a point where it's like, all right,
I got
I've
20
had,
years, yeah.
I've had enough of this shit. Here's what I want to do. I want to have so much I can relax, enjoy, and give and help without restriction. In other words, if I wanted to give a waiter that was helping me $10 million because of the story that I heard from her or him, I can. And
Yeah.
it won't affect my lifestyle whatsoever.
Yep.
Because to me, that's fun. And I would rather do that all day long.
Giving's amazing. I walk around and give $100 bills out.
I'd rather go have cocktails with a buddy and end up blessing someone.
Yep.
Go play golf with some friends and end up blessing someone. Hey, let's go to France and see if anyone there needs blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that would be my work. So I wouldn't be bored. Everyone says, "No, you'll
that'd
be
be
bored."
fun.
No, I won't be bored, dude.
And that's why I love what I'm doing.
I'll be thinking up clever ways to see if somebody's worthy. Like dress up like a freaking bum on the street and ask for help, and every dick face that walks by because they're stingy, greedy dickweeds. That's cool. You just passed by a billionaire. Now, the one person that stopped and is kind and helps,
Boom.
bam, you just drop them. You just paid off their house. And you don't tell nobody. You're just doing shit like that. Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be amazing.
Like I'd do that every day.
That'd be a
all
good
day.
vacation. That would be enjoyable. That would be fun.
All day, man. That's my goal. My goal is to get so freaking much money that I can give it away without affecting my own pot.
I'm with you, man.
Because I need my own shit. I need the nice cars. People hate on that shit. You know, you think you're so cool.
What do you drive? What do you got?
Well, it depends, like on the day. But
You got a Rolls Royce or no?
no,
Okay.
no.
I
I think you should be driven in Rolls Royces.
The Wraith is
I don't
like
have a
sport,
driver
The
yet.
Wraith is a sports car though.
Yeah, I was about to get a Wraith the other day.
Miami Wraith, it works.
I was at Rolls Royce looking at the Cullinan.
Yep.
Garbage. Then I went to look at the Bentayga. Garbage. They're garbage. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, everyone thinks.
Have you
you're
been in
rich.
the Stars? You've been in the Stars though in the
The
Wraith?
Starlight? Yeah,
I like that.
I've been in Grants.
I like that.
Yeah, and I've been in them. I kind of like the race, but I went looking, and there was a black on black Wraith with the Starlight, and I wouldn't get a Wraith without a Starlight. By the
No,
way,
you can't. You gotta have.
But
the Stars.
it was sitting there. I think it was like 4 something, and I'm like, because dude, they're just sexy beasts. But then I think to myself, $400,000 for what?
I got mine for $250.
Dude, I got a black Raptor outside that will fucking go way more places. Yours will. It'll carry more people. It'll do everything except for make someone think I'm richer than you. That's it. So when I start thinking down that line, I'm thinking, well, fuck, this is just so people think I'm rich. And I don't give a fuck if someone thinks I'm rich or not rich. I don't really give a shit because guess what? It doesn't affect me.
Right.
So every time I think about going to get a Wraith, I'll do it. You know, then the Ferrari, same thing. Matter of fact, I'll show you the Ferrari I'm about to buy right now, a black one. And then I just said, dude, I don't need that Ferrari. But I think the Wraith, if I was going to buy, look at me, I'm a big whip. You got a Wraith?
I love it.
The Wraith
I
is
love
the
it. It's
right
smooth. I don't
one.
like like going super fast like that. I
Dude,
don't
is
want a
smooth.
Lamborghini.
Yeah, but it is smooth.
Yeah, it's super smooth.
But I have a Raptor, a Range Rover,
Okay.
an Escalade. I just got rid of a 488, and now I'm about to probably get another 488 or a Wraith. So I got to be honest. And again, I'm not preaching, hey, I'm cooler than those cars. They're fucking badass. It's just every time I go to get one, I think.
But they're just cars. And I tell people this, like this watch over here, like now it's just a watch. That Wraith, it's still super cool, but now it's just a car. You know, it drives me to Whole Foods in the damn gym.
Yeah, but dude, you got to admit, a little bit of that car, you need to write off to marketing and credibility.
Of course.
Because, dude, let me tell you something. I preached this back when I didn't have money. I'd tell people, go buy a nice car. They like, what are you talking about? I can't afford it. Well, it'll make you work harder. Yes, it will. It'll make you more dependent on working. But more importantly, it'll provide you credibility. Because who the fuck's going to listen to a fucking loser? And
you have to have social proof.
Listen, you're not a loser just because you can't afford a nice car. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Well, you're not. Yes, you are, dude. Stop lying to yourself. This is the shit people need to unlearn. If you can't go buy a fucking Wraith, it doesn't make you a loser. That's a very expensive car. If you can't afford a nice car at all, it's questionable, kid. You better figure out what you're doing wrong.
How to go make some money.
And it's not that you chose to drive something else. See, I can go get a Wraith. I can go get 10 Wraiths. The question is, I don't choose to. So therefore, I feel justified by not having one. But if it was, dude, if you don't have a Wraith, you're a loser, I'd be real with myself and I'd have a Wraith. I wouldn't sit there and try and bullshit myself that I wasn't. And we're not even talking about race, dude. Those are top of the line. Where are you going from there, by the way? Nowhere. So you're at the top of the line. You should be depressed because you got nowhere to go.
Jet.
But that's not a Wraith. And by the way, if you really want something, it's a fucking yacht, dude. You know yachts are way more expensive than jets?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Miami, man, they're nuts.
Yeah, but dude,
These things are nuts.
there's yachts that are $200, $300, $400 million. You go get the best jet on earth for $80 million. Like jet ain't where you.
I like flying though.
So do I.
I like flying.
So do I. I give you that. But my point is this: it's not about the Wraith level. It's about, do you have a nice car? People are judging you, dude. What if I'm sitting here trying to tell you that I'm successful and you should listen to me? In this world,
yeah, it is what it is. People judge people.
Hey, and you came into an office of where there's one room and packed chairs and a bunch of dipshits that had no equipment, and you'd be thinking,
why am I here?
Yeah, whether or not anything changed, I got the same product, I got the same clients, I got the same everything. It would make you question me. Why? Well, because it's called credibility. Mm-hmm. So, Wraith is just ultimate credibility. You had to buy it for that a little bit. Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. And I just always wanted one.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, well, no one blaming you for that. Do you show it on your social media?
I do when I'm in it. I'm at home a lot. It's getting shipped right now from Vegas. My mom drove it for like the last 6 months. I haven't had a home. I've been on the road for 6 months going nuts.
Vegas to where?
To Miami.
Is that where you live
I just
now?
moved to Miami, yeah.
What for?
I love it, dude.
You want to get blown
There's
around?
no state income tax.
There isn't any
I know.
here either.
I know my parents live here, yeah. I know. Miami's just better, dude.
Yeah, for 29.
29, single, making a little bit of bread.
29 and single, I'd probably pick Miami.
Dude,
but
it's nuts.
The reason I hate Miami is the fucking wind and next every 5 seconds there's a hurricane. You got to batten down the hatches and.
I got hurricane-proof walls and windows though in my tower.
That's what they tell you.
No, they are.
Yeah, that's what they tell you.
Porsche Tower. It's a good one. Takes your
is
car.
Is that where you live?
Car up the elevator.
Then
dude.
you know James Burton, no?
I just moved in there.
Oh, I think that's where he is.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's a couple
cool dude.
Gucci Manes there. He's my neighbor. Alicia Keys, Swizz Beats. It's cool. This is what it does. Ready for this? I like to go places and have friends that have more than me. Like I'm here talking to you. I'm like, yeah, we can be friends now because you're gonna push me and challenge me to get more creative.
Put you in the right circles.
Make more money. Yeah. That's why I hang out with your boy, Grant in Miami, because it's like, dude, I can't be the richest person at the dinner table.
Dude, Grant's the real deal, dude.
Grow.
Grant's the real deal, man. He'll frickin' push you. He'll frickin',
Yeah, he's been a good motivator, mentor, kind of like a big bro type of thing.
Oh, dude, he's a good one of those. Yeah. I approve of the.
I'm out there. I'm recruiting big bros for me.
Yeah.
Well, so you're hired, dude.
All right. Well, I'll be your Vegas bro.
Okay.
See, he's your Uncle G, and I'll just be your bro because. And I was thinking about it was funny the other day because everyone calls him Uncle G. I'm always thinking uncle to me equals like pervert. Always. Like, you got some weird uncle. Well, what's your weird uncle doing with you in the fucking kitchen? Or, hey, where you at? Oh, I'm out there with my uncle in the RV. What the fuck is you and your uncle doing in the RV? Your bro's cool. And I'm thinking, shit, I'm going to be bro. I'll let Grant be an uncle. I don't want to be an uncle. I don't want to be your uncle. I'll just be your bro. I'll be your older bro.
Older bro.
Yeah,
older
bro from Vegas. All right, man. I know you got to fly. Listen, Guys, go follow Alex Morton. The dude's got the shit going on. He's obviously young, but still the mind of a motherfucking master.
I like that.
You're an old soul, apparently.
Yeah.
And,
we just want to help people, man. I'm with you on the whole make enough money, give it all away, make an impact. Like that's
what's fun.
That's
to
why
me,
I'm still
dude.
doing what I'm doing. I love it, dude.
Every time I drop a bomb that I say I want to give away money, I get a million DMs saying, hey, can you give me $5?
Dude, I get those.
Yeah,
literally, people are like, "Yo, can I get $1,000?" And I'm like,
I've never sent anybody money on there yet. But it's not that I won't, but it's like, dude, don't ask me for money because that's not what I'm meaning right now. Like, I need to feel that I want to give you some. I always ask somebody. People walk up to me and they're like, dude, I give bums. People say, bums? They're not bums. They're homeless. No, they're fucking bums. A homeless person is someone without a home. A bum is someone that doesn't want a home. And the ones I'm talking about,
big difference.
They're bums. They want to drink. They don't give a fuck. So I'll give them a bum $100 on occasion. And I'm not the one that knows when, because sometimes I drive by, sometimes I say nope, and sometimes
you can feel the energy.
There is an energy. I say, I'm not the one deciding who gets it, whether it's the universe, God, whoever. I'm just the dude delivering it. So if I feel like I should give you money, I'll give you money. But after this podcast drops, you're going to get a bunch of DMs. I'm going to get a bunch of DMs saying, give me some
money.
loot.
Give me some money, yeah.
Yeah, and I ain't got any.
But you see people out there hustling, like on the street, selling water, selling newspapers out there, like really grinding for money. And there's a difference between working and hustling and just sitting there with your hat out asking for change.
Dude, what if somebody wants to get involved with the health product?
AlexMortonHealth.com.
Every time I bring it up, you don't even talk about it.
Well, it's kind of a secret thing. You'll see it.
All right. Well,
there might be something at GrowthCon. I don't know.
Alex,
there might be a booth at
Morton
GrowthCon.
Well, by the time we drop this, GrowthCon will probably be long gone.
You'll see it.
GrowthCon's a 3-day master event that Alex is speaking at in Miami.
I'm like the only non-billionaire.
Put on by Grant. No, dude. There's only one billionaire there. Name two.
Jesse Itzler, right?
He's not a billionaire. He's married to one, which technically makes him one.
Okay,
I'll give it to Jesse. I like Jesse, by the way.
Okay, you're right.
And by the way, Jesse, cool cat, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Everyone there's got more money than me, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, but some people with money are still dumb and dicks. But and not that anyone there is. Grant's got a good lineup, but Jesse in particular is a fucking knowledgeable
nice
cat.
dude. We've been talking on Instagram.
Humble dude.
Super nice guy.
Great dude. And his wife invented Spanx or whatever. That's a billionaire. Name another one.
I mean, I think not Damon John. Doesn't Grant have $1 billion in real estate?
No, not yet. That's his goal. He ain't too far away, but he ain't a billionaire. Next, who else?
Yeah, you got me then.
Exactly.
I think you got me, dude.
That's going to be my event, dude. The 100X GrowthCon. No.
You're fucking crazy.
I'm fucking with you, bro.
You got to have $1 billion to speak.
Dude, listen. At the end of the day, he's speaking at the 10X GrowthCon. Gives him ultimate credibility. Grant don't have dipshit speak.
Yeah. Grateful.
Yeah.
Super grateful.
Yeah, you should. I mean, it's an honor. Like, Grant only gets people that he fucking actually wants to learn from. So it's going to be a great event. If this drops beforehand, make sure you guys get tickets to it. If not, go check him out at AlexMortonHealth.com. Follow him on Instagram.
Alex Morton Mindset, Instagram, Facebook, Alex Morton, YouTube, Alex Morton Mindset. A lot of good stuff coming out too. I think we're gonna do a little deal over here at Lightspeed.
Yeah, and we'll have him back. So you guys just keep posted, share this out, man, and go follow his ass. Until next time.
Dropping bombs with the real Brad Lee. Subscribe now.
I like that.
Someone fuck with all my controls.